What is up, guys? And welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Melita, and this is a productivity planner lifestyle channel. All right, guys, so I have a couple of everyday favorites, so I wanted to share them with you. Coming in strong is my iPad mini. I recently bought this iPad mini. What's this? In this month, in May, the beginning of May, I bought this iPad mini. Now, if y'all have been watching like my monthly notes segment where I close out the month, I talk about how I want to read more. I give y'all updates on the book I'm reading. And so when looking at an iPad mini and a Kindle, I decided to get an iPad mini to help me read more. Now, I do have a regular iPad. Is it called an iPad Pro? It might be called the iPad Pro. I don't know. But the thing is huge, y'all. Y'all know the size of a regular iPad. The thing is huge. I have a keyboard on it so that I can use it as like, I guess a mini laptop, if you will, you know, like a 13-inch laptop sometimes, because I type on it and stuff like that. And I was reading on it, but it's just so huge. And I was like, I'm sure I can get more reading done if I get an iPad mini. Now, the reason I didn't want a Kindle, like some people say, I believe some people want the Kindle as opposed to like an iPad mini because they talk about the notifications. You can turn those off, okay? You don't have to have them. I don't know. When I hear people talk about notifications, I literally don't know what they're talking about. Because you can unsubscribe, you can stop, you control that, okay? So I already knew that I wasn't going to put a whole bunch of things on this iPad mini. So, and also I like to play iPad games. And I was like, if I have the iPad mini, I can take it with me more places because that iPad is huge, okay? This thing fits right in my purse. I can take it more places. I can read and, you know, play my games. And y'all, I am happy to report I was right. I wish I would have noted what chapter I was on in my book before I got this, but now I'm on chapter 14. Keep in mind, I hate the book that I'm reading, okay? I'm reading Honey and Spice, and I literally hate it. It's about some college kids. I don't care about no college kids. But I didn't know what the book was about. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But it's an immediate, I'm not going to be reading about college kids no more, okay? Because I'm not interested. But, no buts, period, hard stop, okay? But I have to see the book through, right? So yeah, so I have been reading more with this iPad mini. So happy I got it, okay? And the case is like $10 from Amazon, of course. Oh, and of course, I got the iPad mini that I can use wherever. It has a data plan to it, okay? Which I'm not sure. I just don't want to have to worry about Wi-Fi because that's the point. The point is to have a little portable thing. I can play my games, yada, yada, yada. And I got it in the color. The color is called Starlight. Ain't that pretty? That is so pretty. It has like a little, you know, I don't know, like a little, it's beige or something. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Very happy with that and happy it worked out like how I wanted. Y'all, next up on my everyday favorites is my Louis bag that I have been carrying recently. Ever since when? Okay, for the longest time, I carried a tote bag to work. I carried a tote bag, I put everything in it, and that was what I did, right? I didn't have a separate purse, which would be annoying because when I'm going to run out for lunch, who wants to take a ginormous tote bag? I do not, okay? So that was a little bit irritating. But over time, my tote bag started hurting because it was filled up so much. Like I'm talking about, I'm putting lunch in there. I got a pouch with essentials. I got my wallet in there. I got, my work phone, my work badge. The thing is heavy, okay? So I forget when. A few months ago, I said, I'm over this. This is stupid, okay? I think I'm going to get a rolling book bag, and then I'll just have a handbag. And y'all, that has worked out so much better. So currently I'm carrying my LV Pallas bag. They don't even make this bag no more, y'all. I bought this bag in 2014. This is what people might not realize, right? They may see me walking around with a Louis bag, but it's a reason, right? My dad passed away in 2014, and unexpectedly. And I used 2014 as my year of like, I don't know. I didn't use it as anything. When you lose somebody unexpectedly, a parent or something, you change. And so I changed. And so I said, you know what? Everything I want in life, I'm going to get it if I can afford it. And so that's what I started doing. That year, I was like, I want a Louis bag. I knew I didn't want a Neverfull because I was like, that is everybody's like, my first Louis is a Neverfull. I did not want that. Speedy was out. Speedy was out back then, but for some reason, because back then I was commuting into DC every day, Speedy just didn't seem practical to me. So I got this. It comes with, so you can do it top handle. They don't even make this bag no more. I have no idea why. I need to Google that. And with this bag, you could pick what color you wanted this to be. This came in so many like colors. So of course, I want to be original, so I picked this lime color. And I have seen these bags out in the wild before. I remember one time I was traveling back then, back around that time. This lady, hers was orange here. And then there was this lady at my job. She worked at another office and came to our job. She had this bag, and her part here was black. I was like, I know that's right. So anyway, so the bag has top handle here, shoulder strap that I wear on my shoulder. And I had this, I had bought this Coach Compass bag. It was brown suede. It was a Coach Compass 25 brown suede, and it came with this crossbody strap. Now the bag didn't hold up for me, and I sent it back to Coach. They gave me my money back, but the lady thought they was going to fix the bag, and she said, you can take the long strap off. We don't need that part. I said, okay. They ended up giving me the money for the bag, so now I have this strap that I put on the Coach bag to wear it as a crossbody. Now I am going to get the bandolier strap because yes, everything has to match, okay? I am going to get it, but for now, no one cares. So anyway, this is a perfect everyday bag. It has 2 pockets on the side that close with a magnetic clasp. So you get 2 of them bad boys, okay? And I typically carry my house key and my car key in one of the slots. Then you have your zipper, okay? 2 little zip things, opens up. You have 1 big pocket here, 2 pockets over here, and all the space you could want, okay? All the space you can want in your life, all right? And so that's what's in here, and it's not even nowhere near full, okay? Wallet, hand creams, sunscreen, eyeglass, cleaning wipes, Tide to Go pen, of course, floss, ear pods, okay? Like, we're ready for the day, okay? So, yes, I've been loving being back in my bag, and we've been having a good time. And while I was speaking about going back to a handbag, let's get into my rolling backpack, which is, my new everyday going to work situation. I have a rolling backpack and I have my handbag. So the rolling backpack, it has 1 big opening zip And that's where I put like my lunch, my breakfast, creamer, milk, like whatever I need goes into that part, okay? And then I have a smaller pocket. It just has some knick-knack paddywhack things in there, you know. Then there is a smaller pocket that has my work badge and my phone. I'm not showing y'all that, okay? And so yes, that is my rolling backpack. And listen, when you're getting older, my brain says to me, I want to do things that make my life easier. So if something is currently in my life that's making it a little hard, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to replace it, okay? I implore you to do the same. And y'all already know, my planner is without a shadow of a doubt one of my everyday favorites, okay? Like, if it's not written down, it's not happening, okay? So everything has to get written down because, y'all, I had the biggest kerfuffle last week. Last week, I booked my nail appointment in April because on the third Friday of the month is when my nail person opens her books. And depending upon when my nail appointment is, I may be able to make it before I leave her, or I may just have to make it on the third Sunday, okay? It just all depends on where my appointment falls. And listen, y'all, I don't have a problem with either one, okay? It's the Hunger Games when she opens up them books, and I'm ready, okay? So I booked the appointment in April, not paying attention to the fact that I had a work training. I didn't put the work training in my planner. Why? I don't know. I have no idea why, okay? But it didn't get written down. And then the week before, right? The week before, it's my nail appointment, right? My nail appointment is on a Thursday. The week before, I go and flip my planner over and my heart drops. I said, oh my goodness, there is no way I'm going to make it to that nail appointment. And my heart dropped because when she opened her books up in April for May, all her slots sold out within 24 hours. You heard me. The girl sold out, okay? She has 70 slots open for the month. They were all taken within 24 hours. The girl is bad, okay? No, I'm not, and no, don't ask me. Y'all, a lot of y'all know I live in the DMV. I'm not sharing her, okay? Because she's booked. I'm not going to give y'all more. You know, y'all ain't going to make me fight even more harder than I have to fight. You got to find your own person, okay? And y'all, I found her on TikTok. I don't know why people just don't want to do research these days. Like, sure, you follow people, they can give you a recommendation. But y'all, nothing beats some good old-fashioned research, okay? I found her on Google. Not Google. I found her on TikTok, watched her work, followed her on Instagram, and just watched it. And I said, this is it, you know? Because I got to look at the shape of the nail. There's a lot I had to look at. Because some people, the shape of the nail, it looks ugly. I'm like, that's disgusting. Not for me. Not for me. So anyway, I didn't have my work event written down, y'all. And I had to like email her a whole paragraph, which I hated. But we was able to work it out, okay? Because God favored me. You hear me, honey? So yeah, but lesson for myself, Melita, girl, make sure you write your work stuff down too, honey. Like I typically do. It's just that I don't, like, you know, things have changed. I don't have a lot of trainings like I used to. So it went out my head. And, you know, it was almost going to be devastation. All right. But as we see here, honey, next week, you know, the things is written down. Like the beginning of the week is busy. Monday and Tuesday, I said, we ain't doing nothing. We we fill up. We fill up on Monday and Tuesday. We can't do nothing else, okay? So yes, my planner is always a part of my everyday favorites. And I don't know what I'm gonna do, like when I record like another one. I don't want to keep showing y'all my planner, but the planner is definitely in every lineup, okay? But I don't want to keep showing it. To me, that's stupid. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Drop down in the comments and let me know what's something that's your everyday favorite, okay? Sharing is caring, all right? And also, let's be social on social media. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next one.